What's going on, guys? Your host Bruce GNT, and we're here to talk about how AI is having a pretty profound effect on students and just like the education system as a whole. Because I've talked to a few of my younger cousins, the ones that like mostly in college and everything like that. I've asked them, "Yo, how is AI interacting with like the whole college experience?" And they didn't say anything good. All right, it seems like AI has a hold over these students and in some cases the professors. And right now, people are struggling to get a handle of it. So let's jump right into the video.
Artificial intelligence is making its way into every aspect of life, from work, entertainment, even school. At Princeton High in New Jersey, it's a hot topic of discussion.
There's like this fear of like a false positive or like someone flagging your work as AI.
At this school, all students have some access to artificial intelligence.
Sometimes AI can tell you what you want to hear, not necessarily what is true.
I think it can be very positive for certain things, but also very negative for others.
It's not helpful when students just use it to directly cheat.
These students say there are positives.
Are you saying you use AI like as a study buddy?
Yes, exactly. I can refine my questions with its help to find exactly what I'm looking for.
But also negatives.
I don't think it's great when we're given an essay, that student uses AI for the whole essay. I don't. See, that's not fair. That's not right.
I've talked to people, people I'm related to, people I may not be related to, and they've told me how they have students that use AI and they get paid by other students to write papers for them, and they, put it into the AI generator and everything like that, and they doctor it up and then they give it back and everything like that. And seemingly it's a lucrative market. You didn't hear from me. I'm just saying. I definitely see the benefits of it. I use AI not for anything official. I use AI for two things: nerd shit and to decipher bills. Now, what I mean by that is whenever you look up bills online, executive orders or whatever have you, it's written with so much fluff, and I don't even know what type of jargon you would call it, but it's written with all this bullshit in it that is really hard to figure out what they're trying to get to. And all I do is I put it into AI and say, hey, look, simplify this for me in the most like basic way, so I can get the real meat and potatoes out of it. And it works really effectively.
Recent Pew Research survey found 26% of teenagers said they use ChatGPT for schoolwork, double the rate in 2023. Now, more programs are being used to catch students who cheat on their schoolwork, but that's causing more anxiety. AI detection tools mistook human writing for AI writing 6.8% of the time. Students now complaining they're under more pressure to prove they didn't cheat.
Teachers sometimes make them rewrite it in front of their eyes. It's such a gray area.
Last year, the Princeton public school system banned ChatGPT and established guidelines on how to use other generative AI tools to maximize benefits over drawbacks.
How can you manage that? Because, for instance, unless they monitor the kids' phones or their laptops or anything like that, how can you manage them not using it? That's kind of a weird one. And not only that, it's going to get more difficult because ChatGPT is only but one of the services that they could use. There are many different ones out there. Some more advanced than others, some more tailored to certain things than others. So unless they're gonna find a way to ban just all AI, which you really can't because it's becoming a norm in our day-to-day, I don't know. I think the issue with schools is that they're trying hard to go against AI when they have to find a way to work with it. How they're gonna do so, I'm not too sure. I'm not the expert, I'm just saying. But I think there has to be some type of middle ground because it's not going anywhere. It's not. It's actually ramping up. It's getting more and more involved with our day-to-day lives. So how is this going to change the landscape when it comes to higher learning, higher education? It's going to make it even more difficult because I know how I was when I was looking for answers online. Yes, I did it. You did it too. Chegg, Course Hero, yeah, man. I'm telling you, you had that one person that had a login. Shit. AI services are like that on steroids because you could legitimately search the web for the best possible answer. Not all the time it's correct because just like that person said earlier, it can tell you what you want to hear at times. But it's by far way more advanced than what it was before.
It's to using AI.
English teacher Douglas Lewandowski says his solution is to never use AI, and he encourages his students to do the same.
AI isn't beneficial in education, at least not yet.
The American Federation of Teachers joined forces with several tech companies, spending $23 million to train teachers like these in New York City on best AI practices for schools.
It's a thought partner in our journey of educating students and ensuring that also students are aware that it's not a replacement of their learning.
The critical question now facing students, when can they use AI and how do they use it?
Are you all for AI?
I'm all for AI being used with restrictions so that students can get the critical thinking skills that they need to succeed in life.
I don't think we're at a point in AI to determine whether it's fair, unfair, good, or bad. It's both, all at the same time.
Rahima Ellis, NBC News.
That teacher, what they said earlier, just don't use it. That's the equivalent of saying, like, you know, when the first automobile came out and you're like, yeah, just don't use it. It's like, but it's coming. And before you know it, it's going to be everywhere. And you're the only one that's going to be using horse and buggy. And that might be a little bit of an unfair comparison, but we had to look at it from the perspective of the fact that change and advancement, it comes at a rapid rate. Even more so now we're in the digital age, we're in the information age. To tell these students to not use AI, honestly, it's gonna be like telling them not to use social media. You can do it, but it's not really gonna work out the way you think it is. You know, the best course of action that you have is to try to find ways to work along AI so you can circumvent the ways that children are using it to cheat when it comes to them writing their essays or doing their school reports, because you can't avoid it. It's here. It's here. You know, it's no longer coming. It is here. I don't think we're at that point yet, just like what the young lady said. We're not at that point yet to really judge and say AI is all bad or AI is all good. It's both. It's both right now. So we just have to find a way to adapt. And sadly, the education system is going to have to find a way to adapt the fastest, because every day AI is improving. Every day. Well, guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment down below, tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about AI being used in schools? For me personally, I'm 50-50. I don't see a problem with it as long as it's not being used to directly cheat and just give you ideas that were not your own, like not organic. But besides that, I don't see any issue with it because, like I said before, it's not going anywhere. It's already here. You can't do anything about it. And if you don't agree with AI, right, in what ways do you feel like we can just, I guess, get rid of it in schools, if there is a way? Let me know in the comments down below. That's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.